Hello, welcome to this tutorial on how to use this tool from a teacher's perspective. I have made a pixel art worksheet, I guess that's what you would call it. It has questions that the students can answer. So the question is in column B, and then there's a drop-down list with answers. So the question one would be, which country was Vincent van Gogh born in? And then you can see if they click the right answer, then a checkbox will appear, and then some certain colors will populate this image grid over here that will turn into an image that appears if they get all the answers correct. You can choose to hide column D if you don't want them to know if they got the answer right or not. You don't have to do that. Once the entire once all of the questions are answered correctly, an image of the Starry Night will appear. Now, this is meant to be editable. However, if you let me explain. Everything on this sheet has been protected except for the answer, the column C. So if you're the owner, then you can edit things. However, most of the items in this sheet are pulling from other sheets. So let me explain where things are being pulled from. The question text is being pulled from the answer options. So this sheet is completely editable. If you edit anything on this sheet, it will show up on the answer sheet. So I've got it formatted so that there are 4 rows that all have to do with question 1. Okay, so question 1, the question text is all the same for question 1, but then there's answer options and then whether or not they're incorrect or correct. Okay, I do have a prompt here that I put into ChatGPT to generate this exact table format. If you wanted to change the questions for whatever reason, or the answers, or whatever, you can change it here. And then over here is a list of what hex code belongs to what question ID. And that's only important for my app script that I wrote to generate this data. So you don't really need to do anything about that. This is not conditionally formatted. It's formatted through an app script that's running every time a change is made to this sheet. So for example, which painting is considered one of Van Gogh's most famous works? The Starry Night. And then it'll take a second to show up, but we should see some more color boxes show up. And if you don't see them, you can refresh. And he made most of his paintings in the 80s, 1880s, and landscapes and everyday life are kind of his go-to. Okay, so you can see as you populate with the correct answer, the cells will populate. So the check marks are populating based on information in the answer options spreadsheet or sheet. So nothing on this page should be manually changed except for the column C answers. So I have locked all of these spreadsheets at the bottom here, validation list, answer options, image data. So you can edit them, but nobody else can edit them. The validation list is basically the way that the drop-down list on the answers sheet is being populated. So I have a few columns that are hidden here that are telling these drop-down lists. It's helping them populate automatically. So that's why they're hidden. They're not really necessary for people to see, but they are necessary for the functionality of the spreadsheet. So those are kind of how you use this and how you change and edit things on here. I'd be happy to answer any questions if you have questions and you're like, what is happening? Or how did that work? Or how can I change something? I'd be happy to answer those questions. Okay, thank you and enjoy.